I am Ian. I am a dancer choreographer from Sweden, and I am right now here at Ruimte in Beweging through Licht Magnesi to research a new piece and create and share with the people at Schiedam. The piece is called On Steady Ground, and it's about finding stability, both in the broader sense of the word, but also literally we are on top of moving platforms that put us in different circumstances that are difficult to control. And when talking about instability, what we are trying to do is we're trying to find the best ways to sort of overcome this. What strategies, ideas, or compromises can we do to find balance? How can we collaborate with each other, or maybe use each other, take advantage? When we're working with this, because of the things being so unpredictable, what do we do when things go wrong? It came up from me finding inspiration from objects, and an object that I sort of got a bit obsessed with is a board with wheels underneath it. And I was standing on top of it like a skateboard, but what else can we do on it? Can we dance on top of it? And this is sort of how the whole thing began.
And how is the project going so far?
Very well. We are experimenting with things and setting it as well. I think it's getting there, yeah. And we still have some time, so it's okay, yeah. I started as a gymnast when I was young, so I always liked to move a lot, my body. And later I discovered that you can also dance as a professional thing, so I started doing that, and I just followed that path, and I just fell in love with it. So yeah, I think we work well together. Like, we've known each other for a long time as well. We all studied together in school, so I have been away from the Netherlands for a while, so it's very nice for me to come back and rehearse with these dancers here. I think it's going very well.
It's been a lot of fun. It's quite challenging since we're using a lot of movable objects, but sometimes it's dangerous, but it's overall really fun and enjoyable.
Did you get hurt by those objects?
Yeah, nothing serious, but of course sometimes we get to fall a bunch of times, but we're dancers, so we know how to handle these sort of things. I think overall it's a lot of training that we've been doing for the past few years, so it's quite natural for us at this point to just remember things. And of course we practice over and over again, so the body just remembers by itself. Yeah. Well, what we do is contemporary dance, which is it's a big world of art. What we are doing specifically with this one, it's playing with objects and how we can integrate physicality with moving objects. Basically, this is what we do.
I've been doing a lot of performances before. I danced for a very long time, since I'm a kid. So I'm used to the environment, I'm used to the audience, I'm used to the nervous adrenaline thing. It's nice to do it, so yeah, I'm used to it.
And what made you become a dancer?
What made me become a dancer? That's a funny question. I think I never thought about it before I went to a university, like where I was, taking my whole time to do it. That was the realization that I was like, I want to continue doing this further, and it's becoming more and more the reason why I want to dance and how I enjoy the moment where I'm dancing and how much it can just erase all the things I have in my head and make me just be there, concentration. It's like a meditation almost, kind of routine. They just concentrate on your body and on your decisions, on your decision making, whatever. So I like that more and more. I can have more of a separation of my own problems or things like this. I don't know.
And is On Steady Ground different than other performances you've done?
It is, because it's on wheels. So yeah, it's very different, because we dancers, we're used to stand, roll on the floor, but never being on stage that moves itself a lot. So that changes completely all your body and how you perceive the object, people. So it's never like this, no. Yeah.
And how are you able to remember all this kind of dance poses you have to do?
Obviously, it comes with practice. And the longer you dance, the more you know how to memorize this kind of things. But usually, you take orientation from a person, or you take your own position in space. So there's always something that you concentrate, and you know where you are placed in space. So
I've always been intuitively passionate about creating my own things. It probably came from when I was young, where I was playing a lot with Lego, so I like building stuff. And this sort of morphed into when I started to be very joyful of my being physical with dance. And the part of dance, which is choreography, is really something that stuck to me and continued doing.
And how did you come in contact with dans en ontwikkeling from Licht Magnesi?
I got in contact with Licht through school. We had a mentor talk with the teachers of my school, and Licht was assessing me for my fourth year projects. And from there we had conversations about my interests as a maker, and afterwards she saw a different work of mine, and we kept in touch, and I saw her call that she were looking for people to do this project with, and I applied, and in the end I was very happy to get to do this and share my work again.
And when will the show be performed?
The show will be performed the 12th of February here in Schiedam in a theater called Wennekerpand. And please come and see us.